Again, kind of unfold it a little bit. It'll stand up. There you go. Got it here, 2-bedroom tent by this brand. There's the name of the tent right here. It's like 2 tents in 1 tent. So let's check it out. Once you buy it, you kind of have to do initial setup, and I already set it up once. So now all I have to do is unroll it and pump it up and spike it up. It is very big. Pump separately, or you can buy your own like battery pump. Okay, spread it out. You see, seems complicated, but nothing complicated about that. All we need is a pump. So we got our pump, plug it in, and this pump will, whenever you pull and push, lifts it up. See what happens. You see how it lifts up like a skeleton? Sometimes you're gonna have to help it a little bit. Okay. You see how it's self-lifting up? And then 2 more on the other side. Again, kind of unfold it a little bit. It'll stand up. There you go. And just make it a little bit more tighter. Next, we're just gonna get our spike and spike everything out and make it tight. Just like that. And there you go. We got this double tent. Isn't it cool? Huge tent. I would open it from the top so the tightening stays. And you have 2 tents inside there. How cool is that? Check this out, 2-bedroom tent. First of all, you can set it up with the netting. You see, it's like kind of netting ends, a little bit amount of rain protection. That's it. Shade. But yeah, as you can see, it looks like 2 tents in 1. And then you can set up one of these like a tarps. But whenever you set it up, you don't just put it over the top. You'll have to take all the straps out and set it up again with the top. So it's a little bit difficult if you want it without the top. It's a little bit of a setting up. I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes of setup. So not too bad if you want to switch it in and out. Depends of the weather. You know, we live out here with lots of rain, so we probably will need that top all the time. Okay, that looks like a 1 giant tent, but there's 2 sections inside of it. We did pretty good setting it up. As you can see, we had to unhook it, this one, and now we're gonna have to hook it back up by just climbing into here and just hooking each one section to there. You see it right here? Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. It took me a minute to set it up, probably 30 minutes. But yeah, you can tighten this up as well. You see, adjust it, make it much tighter. But yeah, it's pretty huge tent because it's 2 in 1. It's pretty camouflaged. When it's all set up and tight, I would recommend open it from here. So that way it stays tight over here, and then you can go in and out pretty easily. And look at that. You have 2 other tents in here. And there's like a little cave. Boom, that's a huge tent, don't you guys think? And there's another one. Boom, this completely comes off if you want to air it out. That is nice. And then zip it back up. So I'll tell you what, guys, I think it's super nice tent. Very unique. I love how easy it is to blow it up, and it's a double tent. And this is what it looks like from the top. You see all of that piping, like blow up piping looks like. It's holding it all up, most of it. That's cool. Now let's see how long will it take us to break it all down. one big thing right here. Definitely camper or out of the truck little setup over here. You will have to bring in with your pump or electric pump. Probably would bring in electric pump with me. See, looks like it'll fit no problem. They give us oversized bag that's gonna tighten everything up. Wow, that is cool. 2 tenths in one. Look, I thought I didn't do tight enough. This is super light for 2 bags, for 2 tenths, not bad. Bit thick, yes, but it's awesome. Now that it's set up, it's very easy to unfold it. Got right here a new utility knife, kind of funky, but I love it. It's very unique. Reload utility knife, Tough build. They make really unique stuff. So let's open it. Whenever you wanna load it in, just like that, boom. And you have right here a blade. Okay, whenever you take one out, you can pull it out, boom. But whenever you don't press it, you see it stays in there. So whenever the blade gets really dull, especially if you're cutting lots of shingles, you can easily pull it out, reset. How amazing is that? So pull it out, go back and get another one out. So quick reload. And the magazine, you see there's a button right here, boom. Wow, look at that. Whoa, you kind of want to catch it. That is cool. So you want to put the different blades in. Not really sure what this is for. Let me know in comments below what that for. But yeah, again, pull out the mug. You can just pull it out. Oh yeah, in case again the blade gets dull, you could just press it. I wonder if you could reload it while it's here by flipping it over, get the other edge. Wow, no way. I think you could. That is awesome. So quick release. Let's say it got dull, release it, flip it over, get the other edge in, and then use it. Once it's completely both sides are dull and broken, you just go back, push it back forward, you have another one. That is awesome. And just keep on going. I love it. Let's say we're gonna take them all out, see what happens. And if you're working a lot with that and it's all out, no big deal. It comes with the 2 magazines. Oh, you gotta push this back. Just release it, drop another mag in. And to reload them, check this out. Pull it forward to the side. And as you can see, this is the kind of like a spring bar over here. So you just first one, lock it in, slides in super easily, and you put 5 blades in. There's very many different type of blades I have learned recently. Okay, how this works. There you go. So I think the best thing to do is push over here. There you go. Just slide it in, give it a little help, lock it all in, and this will finish it off by pushing it here. Okay, quick reload again. That is so cool. Yeah, you'll definitely stand out with this kind of box cutter. I love it. Got it here, the best water bottle I've ever seen. You pump it up and then you have the sprayer right here, like a jet spray, and a misting part. Misting part is obviously cools you off really good, but let's put to the test this sprayer. It's very powerful sprayer. As you can see, it shoots up way high, especially when you pump it up. It can spray off a lot of stuff. Look at that. So what I want to do is get my hands wet and put it in this kind of sandy dirt. You see, it's kind of like sand. So now my hands are muddy. What I want to do is put to the test to see if it's going to be cleanable. Okay. As you can see, pretty sandy hand, and look at that. It does pretty good job. That's awesome. Pump it up a little bit more to get more power. The more pump you have, the more pressure, the better it will spray off everything. There you go. That's not bad. I like it. So yeah, it has enough power to spray off dirt your hands pretty quickly. Now let's put some dirt into this camping pot, all over it. Shake off the really dirty stuff. This time I got sandy pot. Will it take off the dirt? Let's see. Put it on a spray. Look at that. Comes right off. Even the older mud too. That's nice. Straight up sandy pot. Look at that. It takes stuff off really good. It's kind of old pot over here, but as you can see, it's take out the sand and mud really good. Just have to have a lot of source of water to keep refilling it. So maybe there's a bigger bottle you can get. But it definitely does the job. I love it. And one more time, you see how dirty my hand is? It's spraying it off so quickly, especially this wet sand. Oh, I'm all out of water. This is good. Look at that power. I'm all out of water, but it did enough to wash off a few things. Awesome. I love this thing. Got it here, 100+ pencil sharpener. As you can see, you're gonna spin the handle. There's 3 blades, and the pencil is gonna go inside here, and at the same time it's going to sharpen it and rotate it. This gear right here, you see how it's heating it and rotating it and sharpening the pencil. So it's gonna stand like this. Once you get a pretty good smoothness, it's gonna go pretty nice. There you go. Alright, you're gonna just go a little bit faster and it's gonna start sharpening the pen. Wow, that was fast. Incredible. Do you see how fast it was? And then this side here comes out and you have like a pencil dust. So now that I learned how to use it, now I know. It's right here, takes apart. You can loosen it up, sharpen up the blade, I guess. I'm not gonna take it apart because this is one of the best looking pencil sharpener I've seen for sale. A lot of them actually for sale over $400. This one I got for $200 because for right collector, they will like it. So this is very unique. If you look at that, whenever you slide it in, there's like 3 springs that will hold it and rotate it together. Okay, I dulled out the pencil again. Let's try this one more time, see what happens. As you can see, it's really fast. Maybe a little bit more. Let's check. Yeah, a little bit more and we'll be done. I can't believe how good that is. Check this out. That's amazing. Okay, now let's do it slow. You see how this blade spins the pencil and cuts it and keep on going? That's what it slow looks like. And then you can go fast. Beautiful, and you have a really sharpened up pencil. It's nice. The pencil is gonna go in here, and as you can see, there is a 3 little holders like springs. Let me move that, and pencil gonna go to the bottom right here. Full unsharpened pencil. We're gonna put it in there, stick it, and as you can see, it's gonna sharpen it well. Once you got a good speed going, it is super quick and nice. Just hold it well. You can go pretty fast about it. There you go. And you see what happens? We have a really sharpened pencil. Very, very sharp and super nice. Got it here, electric jack for cars. So let's see how it works. Brand new, quick unboxing. Comes with this attachment or this one. In case you have a bigger truck, you can get one of these extenders. That's cool. Has a really long extension cord. We're just gonna plug it into the car in case we need to get a tire lift up and down. That's cool. Comes with a miniature flashlight. Up. Wow, that is fast. Check this out. Let's set it down like that. Yeah, that's a lot faster than you doing it by hand, especially when it gets really hard and down. If you push on it, it'll probably go a little bit faster. That is so cool. Okay, let's jack up a car real quick. I put it right under the tire. Wow, it's powerful. It's lifting it. All I have to do is push it and it's over there, lifting it up. I think that's more than enough. It's off the ground, right? Yeah, that's it. And it's super safe. I'm totally out from it. You see, it's all the way up. That's cool. And if you need to lift it, push it all the way down. Super easy and way safer. I don't have to put it anywhere and crank it, just put it on the tire where you're supposed to. And check this out, it's lifting the whole car up with just press of a button. And it's one of those SUVs. And it's lifting it so nice, look at that. We probably don't even have to lift it that high, but yeah, it's definitely lifted. And with all that weight, it'll drop it quicker. So that's nice. Yeah, instead of climbing under the car and doing all that stuff and spinning it, just press the button. Nice. So if you ask me, this thing is so cool. Look at that. Just press the button and it's going up. And you don't have to climb under there and spinning it. You can just really have enough space and lift it up. And for the smaller car, just use different attachment. Packing it away is extremely easy too. Just put this in. I'll take this out. The tool in. Nice. Wow, look how neat that is. There's the cordage. Gonna go in here. I think this is supposed to go in here too. Boom. Probably good idea to keep the manual in here as well. And you have other tools. Beautiful. I like it. Definitely a keeper.